Good morning and welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age Origins. This is episode 7 and we are back in Ostagar. Fun fact, you actually can return to the Kokori Wilds, um, at least until you advance to the next part of the plot. So if you missed anything before you talk to Morgan, feel free to run back in there. Anyway, it's dusk now, let's talk to Duncan and begin the joining.
So you returned from the wilds. Have you been successful?
We have.
Good. I've had the Circle mages preparing. With the blood you've retrieved, we can begin the joining immediately.
Ah, so that's what the mages were doing. I did not realize that. Maybe we should tell you about Morgan and her mother.
There was a woman at the tower, and her mother had the scrolls. They were both very... odd.
Witchy.
Were they wilder folk?
I don't think so. They might be apostates. Mages hiding from the Chantry.
I know you were once a Templar, Alistair, but Chantry business is not ours. We have the scrolls. Let us focus on the joining.
I'm ready.
Excellent. You will need that courage to face what comes next.
Courage? How much danger are we in?
I will not lie. We Grey Wardens pay a heavy price to become what we are. Fate may decree that you pay your price now, rather than later.
Is that why the joining is so secret?
If only such secrecy were unnecessary, and all understood the necessity of such sacrifice. Sadly, that will never be so.
Let's go then. I'm anxious to see this joining now.
I agree. Let's have it done.
Then let us begin. Alistair, take them to the old temple.
The more I hear about this joining, the less I like it.
Are you blubbering again?
Why all these damn tests? Have I not earned my place?
Maybe it's tradition. Maybe they're just trying to annoy you.
Calm down, there's nothing we can do about it now.
I only know that my wife is in Highover with a child on the way. If they had warned me, it just doesn't seem fair.
Would you have come if they'd warned you? Maybe that's why they don't. The Wardens do what they must, right?
Including sacrificing us?
I'd sacrifice a lot more if I knew it would end the Blight.
You make a good point.
You saw those Darkspawns tonight. Wouldn't you die to protect your pretty wife from them? Maybe you'll die. Maybe we'll all die. If nobody stops the Darkspawn, we'll die for sure.
I've just
much.
never faced a foe I could not engage with my blade.
At last, we come to the joining. The Grey Wardens were founded during the First Blight, when humanity stood on the verge of annihilation. So it was that the first Grey Wardens drank of Darkspawn blood, and mastered their taint.
We're going to drink the blood of those creatures.
As the first Grey Wardens did before us, as we did before you. This is the source of our power and our victory.
Those who survive the joining become immune to the taint. We can sense it in the Darkspawn and use it to slay the Archdemon.
Those who survive.
Not all who drink the blood will survive, and those who do are forever changed. This is why the joining is a secret. It is the price we pay. We speak only a few words prior to the joining, but these words have been said since the first. Alistair, if you would.
Join us, brothers and sisters. Join us in the shadows where we stand vigilant. Join us as we carry the duty that cannot be forsworn. And should you perish, know that your sacrifice will not be forgotten. And that one day, we shall join you.
Davith, step forward.
Maker's breath.
I am sorry, Davith. Step forward, Jory.
But I have a wife, a child. Had I known...
There is no turning back.
No, you ask too much. There is no glory in this.
Uh-oh.
I am sorry. But the joining is not yet complete. You are called upon to submit yourself to the taint for the greater good. From this moment forth, you are a Grey Warden.
There she is.
It
That's
is
how they
finished.
know.
Welcome.
2 more deaths. In my joining, only one of us died, but it was horrible. I'm glad at least one of you made it through.
How do you feel?
So I remember that Jory and Davith died, but I didn't remember how until just now. I kind of figured they'd survive a little longer. I still can't believe you killed Sir Jory.
Jory was warned that there was no turning back, as were you all. When he went for his blade, however, he left me no choice. It brought me no pleasure to end his life. The Blight demands sacrifices from us all. Thankfully, you stand here as proof they are not all made in vain.
Did you have dreams? I had terrible dreams after my joining.
Such dreams come when you begin to sense the Darkspawn, as we all do. That and many other things can be explained in the months to come.
Before I forget, there is one last part to your joining. We take some of that blood and put it in a pendant. Something to remind us of those who didn't make it this far.
It's pretty cool.
Take some time. When you're ready, I'd like you to accompany me to a meeting with the king.
Very well.
The meeting is to the west, down the stairs. Please attend as soon as you're able.
Alright. So over there is the area we did the harrowing at, I think. Or was it right here? Maybe it was just here. And you can actually go to the stairs. Yeah, it's just like a bonfire. Alright. Anyway, let's try out our new pendant. Warden's Oath. +2 to Constitution. Not bad. It is +2, so let's go ahead and equip it. Even though our other one is better offensively. Alright, and we can level up as well, so let's get that out of the way. I did spend some time researching spells. Don't know if I mentioned that yet. I'm going to put all the points into magic to make sure I can get the ones I want. Oh, we get 2 level ups. I guess because we're Grey Wardens, you get an extra maybe? Just this one time. Alright, Cone of Cold is awesome. So I definitely want that. Need 1 more magic point to get Rejuvenation, or Mass Rejuvenation. Which I probably don't need right away either. I also looked at my previous save. I actually found it on my laptop from the first time I played this game, almost 6 years ago now. Just to compare. I'm not going to get the exact same abilities, but in some cases I will. The ones that I end up using a lot. I'm going to go up this line because I want Stone Fist. That allows you to use one of the many spell combos in this game. Rock Armor is actually really good too. It gives you a bonus to armor while it's in use. So let's put that over here. And then my armor right now is 56. Or I guess 41 is the armor, 56 is the total defense. Not really sure how that works. If I use this, it doesn't go up. What's going on? Oh, there we go. He has to cast it. And now it's still at 56. What am I missing? Bonus to armor. Alright. Not sure why it's not applying anywhere. Maybe it applies and just doesn't show it at all? I can look into that later. It does take up a sizable portion of your mana though. See, we're down to like half now, which leaves us a lot less for doing spells. Okay though. Let's see what's going on at the war table.
Loghain, my decision is final. I will stand by the Grey Wardens in this assault.
You risk too much, Kalen. The Darkspawn Horde is too dangerous for you to be playing hero on the front lines.
If that's the case, perhaps we should wait for the Orlesian forces to join us after all.
I must repeat my protest to your fool notion that we need the Orlesians to defend ourselves.
It is not a fool notion. Our arguments with the Orlesians are a thing of the past, and you will remember who is king.
How fortunate Marek did not live to see his son ready to hand Ferelden over to those who enslaved us for a century.
Then our current forces will have to suffice, won't they? Duncan, are your men ready for battle?
They are, Your Majesty.
And this is the recruit I met earlier on the road? I understand congratulations are in order.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Every Grey Warden is needed now. You should be honored to join their ranks.
Your fascination with glory and legends will be your undoing, Kalen. We must attend to reality.
Fine. Speak your strategy. The Grey Wardens and I draw the Darkspawn into charging our lines, and then?
You will alert the tower to light the beacon, signaling my men to charge from
To
cover.
flank the Darkspawn, I remember. This is the Tower of Ishal in the ruins, yes? Well, who shall light this beacon?
I have a few men stationed there. It's not a dangerous task, but it is vital.
Then we should send our best. Send Alistair and the new Grey Warden to make sure it's done.
You mean I won't be fighting in the battle?
We need the beacon. Without it, Loghain's men won't know when to charge.
You see? Glory for everyone.
You rely on these Grey Wardens too much. Is that truly wise?
Enough of your conspiracy theories, Loghain. Grey Wardens battle the Blight no matter where they're from.
Your Majesty, you should consider the possibility of the Archdemon appearing.
There have been no signs of any dragons in the wilds.
Isn't that what your men are here for, Duncan?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, the tower and its beacon are unnecessary. The
We
circle
will
of
not
Magi...
trust any lives to your spells, Mage. Save them for the Darkspawn.
Enough. This plan will suffice. The Grey Wardens will light the beacon.
Thank you, Loghain. I cannot wait for that glorious moment. The Grey Wardens battle beside the King of Ferelden to stem the tide of evil.
Yes, Kalen. A glorious moment for us all.
I love all the different factions in play here and how we're all coming together
You heard the plan.
in this battle.
You and Alistair will go to the Tower of Ishal and ensure the beacon is lit.
What? I won't be in the battle.
This is by the King's personal request, Alistair. If the beacon is not lit, Tern Loghain's men won't know when to charge.
So he needs 2 Grey Wardens standing up there holding the torch, just in case, right?
So I guess the idea is we watch the battle, and when they engage, we light it so that he can see. I agree with Alistair. We should be in the battle.
That is not your choice. If King Kalen wishes Grey Wardens to ensure the beacon is lit, then Grey Wardens will be there. We must do whatever it takes to destroy the Darkspawn, exciting or no.
I get it, I get it. Just so you know, if the king ever asks me to put on a dress and dance to Remigold, I'm drawing the line. Darkspawn or no.
You have some odd ideas about the king.
I happen to be quite fetching in a dress.
The tower is on the other side of the gorge from the King's camp, the way we came when we arrived. You'll need to cross the gorge and head through the gate and up to the tower entrance. From the top, you'll overlook the entire valley.
So I think the idea is that they'll be fighting in the valley, and because Loghain's forces will be up on the cliff, they couldn't directly see any signal, which is why we needed to be at the tower where we can oversee both sides to determine when they need to charge. All right, when do we light the beacon?
We will signal you when the time is right. Alistair will know what to look for.
Can we join the battle afterwards?
Stay with the Terran's men and guard the tower. If you are needed, we will send word.
What if the Archdemon appears?
We soil our drawers, that's what.
If it does, leave it to us. I want no heroics from either of you.
How much time do we have?
The battle is about to begin. Once I leave, move quickly. You'll have less than an hour.
All right.
Then I must join the others. From here, you two are on your own. Remember, you are both Grey Wardens. I expect you to be worthy of that title.
Duncan, may the Maker watch over you.
May he watch over us all.
All right, there we go. We can level up Alistair as well. He is a warrior. He's probably going to be more of a tanky build, I think. Yeah, I'm trying to go over which companions we have. Then again, there are a few different tanks. This is rough. I'm going to put in Constitution for now, which is a good stat defensively because it gives you more health. And here are the 4 specializations that soldiers can have, or warriors can have, rather. And I believe every companion in the game starts with 1 already. And I think you can give them a second as well once they hit level 14, if you've unlocked it. Alright, so let's take a quick look over the warrior talents, because I didn't really look up these. So these are the shield talents, some archery talents, dual weapon, which is default warrior ones. And here's 2-handed weapons. He's probably going to be mainly a weapon and shield user, which is the best for in terms of defense. Everything else, whether it's dual weapon, archery, or 2-handed weapons, are kind of DPS trees. There's also the base warrior ones. Redden is a really good mode for tanks, so we might go with that. Because that makes them draw more aggro, which makes the enemies more likely to attack them. So let's choose that. And let's switch to Alistair.
What?
And there's Threaten. Let's have him activate that. What does shield cover do? Deflecting missile attacks. I'm not sure how many missiles will be. By missile, it means like projectiles, like bows and arrows, or crossbows. Alright. So where are we going now? The Tower of Ishal, right? I think you can probably talk to the Quartermaster again if you need to buy more things. Actually, we might want to... Oh, we are over encumbered by quite a bit. I guess that slows you down or something. Maybe that's what does it. Maybe the weight affects your... I don't know. I do want to see if we can still talk to the Quartermaster. Dog Kennels, Duncan's Fire, Infirmary. Wasn't the Quartermaster over here? He might be off fighting the battle too, though. Yeah, I guess so. Guess you have to talk to him before you do that mission. Wasn't there... I seem to remember there being a quest with like a secret chest he has or something? Or the mages? I don't know. I guess I skipped that. But it is kind of a secret quest, so... There's a note in the dog kennels. Codex entry on dogs in Ferelden. Basically, dogs are very important to the people of Ferelden. Which is kind of cool. It seems like a country that would pride itself in its hounds. Very English-based. Alright. So up here is... No. This way. I see the bridge. The battle is well underway at this point. Or about to begin. Oh, this is a really quick cutscene, so I'll shut up and let you guys watch it.
The plan will work, Your Majesty.
Of course it will. The Blight ends here.
Here they come. flaming arrows. I guess one of the mages is casting their spell on them.
Hounds! For Ferelden! Let's cross the bridge and get to the Tower of Ishal.
So that was pretty cool. Since I only have one party member, I'm going to turn off the frost weapon thing so I can get more mana back. So that'll be useful. So that's a really cool cutscene. I still remember the first time I saw it.
You will fall.
Way back when I started playing this game. How impressed I was. All the little detail. You can actually see the battle going on down below. Oh, and you can get knocked down by those flying oh, that guy didn't make it. They all didn't. Well, these guys didn't make it at least. But yeah, there they are, fighting their butts off. Good luck, men. And as soon as we signal the tower, the reinforcements will come. Helm's Deep is the name of the fortress in Lord of the Rings. It occurred to me while I was watching that cutscene. I'm really embarrassed I couldn't remember that yesterday. But yeah, it reminds me a lot of Helm's Deep.
You're Grey Wardens, aren't you? The tower, it's been taken.
What are you talking about, man? Taken how?
The Darkspawn came up through the lower chambers. They're everywhere. Most of our men are dead.
Then we have to get to the beacon and light it ourselves.
Uh-oh. Just remember how the guard was talking about finding tunnels in the bottom? It seems like the Darkspawn have broken through and taken over the tower. Let's not waste time, then. Onward. There they are. Oh, watch out, soldier. You can't save these soldiers no matter what you do, I think. So let's try Cone of Cold. I only got one of them because he moved, but that's okay.
Away with you! If we must fight, let us do it quickly.
Should probably be using Winter's Grasp on
Quickly, we must fight.
Actually, maybe you can save the soldiers.
Grab some glory. I shall do it.
Heal. Alright, I'm running out of... Oh yeah, we do. We have 2 soldiers on our side. Cool.
It has begun.
Use a Winter's Grasp on him. I may want to invest some more points into willpower once I have enough to buy all the spells, because I definitely could use some more mana at this point.
Very well.
Hopefully that's a function of level and not just of willpower. Let's see. Mana doesn't really say. I forgot about that because I was thinking it was Davith and Sir Jory that come with you during this quest, but obviously they're dead, so they can't. And then I was thinking, is it just me and Alistair? But you actually do get 2 soldiers. One with a crossbow, and one that is also a sword and shield user by the looks of it. Although, since Alistair has the sword and shield role covered, we may want to give... Yeah, Tower Guard and Soldier. We may want to give Soldier, like, 2 weapons or something. How about the Chastened Flat Blade? That's a pretty good weapon. It's a tier 2 Grey Sword. Actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to switch his weapons so we can use both, depending on what he needs. Alright. It's usually a good idea to give them one melee set and one range set, but we'll worry about that later.
It has begun.
In case it's not obvious, these guys are just temporary companions. Thus the name Tower Guard and Soldier, instead of like Bob and Al. Alright, let's continue up the tower. Just gonna get used to these key bindings, I think. it's only going to get harder as I have more spells. See, I want to... There we go. And that's why Kunapol is so good. I'm not worried about this guy first. He's the one that's not frozen. It does have a long cooldown though, unfortunately. This is pretty fun, but it's definitely more of an action, or more of a true RPG than an action RPG, even though it is fought in real time. Unless you pause it a bunch. It's kind of a shame you can't queue up actions like in KOTOR. Or maybe you can, but it just doesn't show them. I'm trying to remember. Alright, I'm going to heal myself up though. I could wait for my mana to regenerate, but I don't really have time for that.
Let's make this quick.
The Darkspawn are here. And the king is counting on us. For like alpha. That's the wrong button. See, I think he resisted that because they can resist your spells if they have a high enough mental sequence. This guy is... I'm in trouble. Or that guy's in trouble. We're all in trouble. So I can taunt them to get them off me. Off of, Aravail, that is. Come on, attack. Attack! He's not. There he is. I guess you have to right click to attack. Right, I could really use group heal right now. But you don't actually get that unless you choose one of the advanced classes. Or specializations, I believe they're called. So we'll have to do it the old-fashioned way. Alright, so F is the slow heal. Right? Yeah, regeneration. Anything else? Oh, some death root. And then we will head into the tower. Although, before we do, I think I'm probably going to break the episodes so we can start fresh. Alright, so we're going to do that. I will see you guys in a couple minutes when we will cleanse the Tower of Ishal of the Darkspawn and light the beacon.